Hey guys, it's me, Vito from Use Your Fucking Head. On today's episode, we're talking about proper insulation in your attic. Best time to tell, other than your electric or gas bill, is if you are, after it snows, you go outside, you look at the roofs on all the houses. If you see a roof after a good snowfall and it's covered with snow, completely covered with snow, and it's like super cold outside, that's properly insulated. If you see on the same day that you see the roof that's covered with snow, that you see another roof that's empty and clear or melted, but all you see is the skeletal outline of where the joists are, or rafters, whatever you want to call them. If they're bare and that's all you see is a skeletal part, that right there is an indication you have poor insulation. It means the heat is getting into your attic. It's heating the backside of the plywood under your shingles. And as it's doing that, it's melting the snow that lands on there. Now, where the roof ends is normally on the other side of your wall. If you see a white ridge on your roof, if you have a peak roof, and you see a white, a ridge of snow or ice, for that matter, on the edge of your roof, that's another indication, because the snow is melted off the roof where it's warm and it's regathering on the other side of your wall on your roof, causing a frozen ridge line. That's called an ice dam. What ends up happening, more rain or more snow will come down, melt, gather up on that spot. It'll freeze, ice expands, comes up underneath the shingles, and could cause damage to your shingles and or roof. You could have water coming in on your attic. It can come down your side of your walls, down into your basement, first or second floor, whichever way it's set up. But the rule of thumb is this: if you have snow on the roof and you have the heat going, obviously, it's properly insulated. If there's no snow on the roof and it's melted and it's a cold day and it's snowing, everybody else has snow on the roof and they don't, inadequate insulation. They give you like 5 and 6 inches of insulation in the attic. Your best bet is to get another row of insulation, whether it be blown in or to roll, whatever way you prefer. If the channels, the joists, rafters, whatever you want to call them, are, let's say they face north and south. Now you take your roll insulation and you lay it out east and west. This way they cross each other. This way any gaps of where heat could potentially leak out in your attic will be sealed and caught by the next layer. Next, if you have any kind of light fixtures in your house and they stick out into your attic, they generate heat, be sure you get a proper insulation, whether it be a drywall. You make a nice little drywall box surrounding it, giving it an ample space around it. Put some drywall with some drywall screws, and then I bought that expanding foam and I sprayed it around to seal all the cracks, and I put the insulation over that. Check and see if your light fixtures, if you have can lights, if they are made for that kind of thing where you can have insulation over them. If not, they have to be sealed off and covered with something else, or it could potentially cause a fire. Now, I'm not claiming that I know everything about it, but if you need to know more about it, you need to look it up online. But you want to save money on your electric and on your gas, start with your ceiling. Then after that, work on all your windows trim. If you have good windows, that's great. If you have the dual pane windows, that's always the best. Proper insulation around them. Wherever you feel a draft, take a piece of toilet paper, walk around by all your doors and all your window openings. If it starts to move around like a flag, you've got a draft there. See what needs to be done. Do you have to go inside there and pack in some insulation? Do you have to drill a hole and do some spraying foam? Be a number of different items. But just my tip of the week. Have a great day.